Glen Campbell may always be associated with hits such as Rhinestone Cowboy and Wichita Lineman and statistics like 50 million in record sales, but the legacy he leaves behind is one even more expansive, spanning musical genres, time periods and even instruments. The Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum CEO, Kyle Young, told The Guardian, had he only played guitar and never voiced a note, he would have spent a lifetime as one of America's most consequential recording musicians. Had he never played guitar and only sung, his voice would rank with American music's most riveting, expressive, and enduring. In an emailed statement, Dolly Parton called Campbell one of the greatest voices that ever was in the business. He was also one of the greatest musicians. A lot of people don't realize that, but he could play anything, she said. Glen Campbell, a universal voice who defined American manhood. Read more. Campbell, who died on Tuesday, aged 81, of Alzheimer's disease, was a guitar prodigy at age 10. He spent his childhood on an Arkansas farm with no electricity, where he was the seventh son in a family of 8 boys and 4 girls. Not one for manual labor. He left at age 16 and worked the Southwest honky-tonk circuit for 8 years until landing in Los Angeles. It was the early 1960s and his impressive guitar skills earned him a place in the Wrecking Crew, a collection of LA session musicians who played on hundreds of recordings for the era's biggest names: Nat King Cole, Elvis Presley, Frank Sinatra, Phil Spector, Sam Cooke, Dean Martin, Simon and Garfunkel, Jan and Dean, The Beach Boys, The Monkees, and many others. His guitar touched the landmark recordings of his time. That's his rhythm playing on Sinatra's Stranger in the Night, his comeback hit from 1966, his ringing lead riff on I'm a Believer by the Monkees, his guitar ringing out on Viva Las Vegas by Presley, and on the Beach Boys' landmark album Pet Sounds. Campbell's guitar and vocals are heard throughout. His association with Brian Wilson was particularly fortuitous. The Beach Boys' auteur co-wrote Guess I'm Dumb, Campbell's first single. Even though the song failed to chart, Campbell joined the band for a 5-month tour in 1964-65, where he replaced Wilson, playing his bass and singing his falsetto leads, after Wilson suffered a breakdown and refused to go on the road.